Alright, I had a piece of scrap wood out there. Now this is a little bit bigger. This is an 1.25 inches by 1.25 inches by 3 inches high. I had a piece of scrap wood out there like this, and I didn't have another 3-inch by 1 by 1, so I'm just going to use this one. I don't like to throw wood away when I get it. I like to keep it if I can. So we'll do the same thing, and what somebody asked me to do is would I carve a pirate out of a block of wood like this. And I said, well, yeah, I've carved pirates before. I carved it a little bit bigger or whatever it was. And I'm going to move this a little bit forward like this. So you take your knife, oh, this ain't the knife. I'm sorry. This ain't the knife I want to use. It's not my knife. This is not the one I've been using. I just noticed that. I picked up the wrong one. This is the one I've been using. So let's just come. Oh God, I'm getting old, folks. Let's just go ahead and come up a little bit and draw our place where our feet are going to be, and we can go ahead and cut into that. Or I drop my knife. I mean, drop my we're going to do the same thing. Start off with. Basically, you start off with the same thing that you normally start off with. Just it's just a little bit wider. And once you get that cut down, then you can use your push cut. A lot of people ask me, where do you get your basswood? There's a lot of good places to get your basswood, okay? The main thing I want to tell you is that you want to go with northern kiln-dried basswood if you can. I said kiln, K-I-L-N. You want to go with that type of basswood because it is the best to use. And I try to stay away from any kind of people that, you know, like discounted basswood and stuff. I mean, pay the little extra and get the good stuff. And it's so much easier to carve, so much better to carve. So, all right. Now we're going to come up here. And we're just going to kind of round off our head. Up in here. Same thing we normally do. La-da-dee. Hope everyone is still surviving the corona stuff. Alright, I'm going to come down a little way. Just going to make my head here. I did the other ones. Now, a lot of times I make my heads a lot bigger than a lot of people do, and I'll tell you why I do. I believe that the head and the expressions and all that stuff are the gold of your character, how they look and things like that. So if the head's a little bit bigger or whatever it is, and that's okay, you know, that's just the way it is. And we cut around that. We come back here, make our cuts. And I just sort of draw a little line across here in case I miss it. Sometimes I do. Y'all pray for my son. He is he's a prison guard. He's a federal prison guard, and he's right in the middle of all this mess. He's not a nurse or anything like that, but I mean they have to take care of those prisoners, and it's really an issue. And it's a job, take care of them, especially in this time. The prisoners are scared and they're nervous, so sometimes it's not, we always think it's just the nurses and stuff, and I know they keep but my son's in close contact with these prisoners every day, even though they wear a mask. And these people, they have to get them to listen, and get them. A lot of times they got to get them showered. So I mean, they're in close contact with them. So just pray for my son. He deals with these people every day, and they are in very close contact with these prisoners. I think they're in lockdown a lot right now, but prisoners also in lockdown get very rowdy, and they get really hard to handle. So all right, we're just doing the same thing that we normally do with the piece. As you say, we're just dividing the wood up, the head, the body, and the shoes. Continue just to sort of go around, just kind of taking some off stuff. But I just feel the head is or the face and things like that are very important. And if I make the head a little bit bigger, it's so that you can see the expression on the face and stuff. So that doesn't really bother me. And, a lot of people run around wanting to get the measurements just right, and with those calipers and stuff, I don't worry about that at all. I don't worry. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. If you're doing realistic faces, you need to, yes. But we're not doing realistic faces. We're doing caricature faces. And okay. See what we got there? All right, now got our head, body, and our shoes here. We'll make them a little bit more. And we're going to do something down here later. I'll show you what we're going to do. So we've got our general idea of what we want here, okay? So then all we do is basically start working on the body, we start working on the head, and we start working on the shoes. Simple as that, in other words. So here we go. I want to bring this head down. I'm sorry. Texas right now, the the tree pollen content is just enormous. It's terrible down here. And people's allergies and pollens and everything like that. So here you are going to a store and you cough and everybody makes a beeline for the other side of you. So, and yes, I am wearing a mask. I am, because my doctor wants me to wear a mask because I've had lung problems. I've had tuberculosis and stuff like that. So, but even that, you cough with a mask on, and I mean, people just run. They are scared to death of you. And maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe it ain't, a lot of ways. That way you can kind of do what you need to and not have to bother about anybody bothering you. Okay, let's just keep going around the head here. Now we're not going to have to do any ears on this one, because I'm going to show you what we're going to do. And this is going to be a little pirate. Doo-doo. There we go. All right. Oh. Now, I'm going to make one of his hands kind of come forward like this. I'm going to put a little sword in his hand, okay? So I want that kind of come back and kind of... no, let me see. More like... Hold on, let me see. More like this, I guess. More like that situation right there. Excuse me. Let me cut that. And remove it, just sort of get things. And remove it again. And remove it again. Taking the knife. Put a little sword in his hand. And let's go ahead and take some off right in here. Where the... I need to get me a pencil holder for this tripod that I'm using. I keep dropping my pencil. Okay. Bring this down a little bit. Alright. Let me sort of come here like this. Bring that down there like that. And cut. There we go. Just sort of bring that down there like that. Okay? Well, we're going to use this hand. Well, let's come on down with this. And we want to make enough room for the hand so that it's thick enough to hold a sword. So it's not too thin, which is good. As we say, just that situation right there. All right. Now, the other hand, what are we going to do with that? Well, I guess the easiest way, since the emphasis is going to go on this hand with carrying the sword, we'll just go ahead and put that in his pocket. Come up like that. Do 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 do. He could be holding something, but we're just going to go ahead and put it in his pocket. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, we got that established now. We don't have it necessarily down in such a way, but we've got him established in a way that is the way we want it. And of course we can look at the shoes, and those are way too big. Now, what I want you to do here is I want you to go ahead and put a line through here, okay? And go ahead and separate the shoes now, because you're not going to make two shoes, okay? All right. So what we'll do is bring down this shoe. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, excuse me. I should have sprayed my nose this morning. I didn't do it. Now I am coughing. Most of you are probably saying at this, uh-oh, the coronavirus. So, okay. That's what people seem to think in stores. Okay. All right. Now, we're getting the shoe down, and we'll do that. But what we want to do now is we want to concentrate on the face. So let's go ahead and continue to bring this face down. Let's go ahead and come forward here. On the face as we begin to bring both sides forward. I'm gonna have to turn that computer off. I just keep getting messages, and my computer does that when it gets a message or whatever it is. So I don't really need all that extra noise, but I get it. So. All right, let's continue. Take it down. And a little bit more. And a little bit more. Okay, now let me show you something. Since we're going to do a little, let me do this. Let's all right. Okay. All right, now what I want to do is I want to come from this side over here, and I want to come around and come around to the back of the head just like this. Okay? And come up and join right here. Just kind of drawing a little scar. It's going to be like a little pirate scarf around his head, okay? And then you want to take your knife and you want to cut around that area. Just like that. Be careful. And cut around. Just like that. And cut around. Do that. And just sort of come around here. That's why you won't have any ears, because the scarf is going to be well, I might have one over here, but we don't have to put any. I can put the bottom of it down there if I want to. Okay. Back here, where we just come up. What we want to do is just make our area back here where the hairline is. Okay, and we're going to go around it again. And we can always bring it down, okay? See it? Okay. All right, let me get our pencil. Let's come down here and make our nose. Cut it. And cut up like this. Cut up like this. There you go.